Hey guys, I am back once again with the normal setup so I don't hear everything under the sun. Unfortunately Duncan left the room, so a little upset about that, not by much, but I actually forgot to grab some things. But God, my throat is so scratchy today. I'm gonna have to pick up more powder, and I didn't think about this at all. But I have things on my sticker can at this point. Sorry if I seem a little off-ish, but it's been a very odd day today, so how many of these? And I'm still trying to get my hearing used again, like back I guess used. Like used. Used? Why is that not sounding right when I'm saying it? It doesn't sound right. I'm trying to get my hearing used to having headphones on again. There we go. If I just say it, it sounds better. And I'm about to hardcore close this curtain. So give me one teeny tiny second. Because I don't like how the, everything keeps coming in and out on me. I'm hardcore debating on... Yeah. On doing the blackout curtains. Kind of like how... It still does it anyway. Oh well. There we go. I'm just gonna come over this way then. Fine, yeah. Anyway. I'm hardcore debating on doing blackout curtains so I can just close it and have just pure privacy when I do videos like this. But that is a whole nother thing for a whole nother time, topic, whatever. Whatever you want to call it. But, there we go. But, I wanted to show you guys how I made the paper mache charm thingies. I don't like how far away my chair is. Hold on. I can't even scoot the bag up even if I wanted to. There's too much stuff on that side of the table when this is the other side of the table. But super duper simple. It was a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be because I ended up mixing glue, powder, and salt together when I can easily just use the flour, water, and salt. I didn't even need to waste any of my glue, but I did anyway. But it is okay. Lessons were learned. I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna have both feet down, kinda. It's the getting comfy part I'm still not happy with. Should have been comfy before I started the video. Oh well. But, this is like super duper simple. I already have 3 trays out for like when I'm done with here. I can at least get some of them popped out of the molds before. Well, some of them popped out of the molds early instead of letting them sit in the molds itself, but I will explain that in a second. I have a whole shoe-ish box of basically molds that I thought I was going to use, but this was the failed experiment one with the bunnies that I'm going to try again. See if I can do something different with it. And those are a slight pain in my butt. I'm definitely going to be saying which ones are what when I'm pulling them out. I kind of want to make those, but I don't know. And for giggles, I'm going to use the big ones. They're just ice tray molds. Like, some of them aren't ice tray molds. Some of them are, some of them were, like, from candies from Valentine's Day a little while back and stuff like that. I still feel like I'm off-center, but I know I'm not. But I want to move, but I don't. But, like these. Like this mold. Because there's only the one I wish I thought about this out beforehand as my just in case and go out of the way. But these were from dumplings that I got, God, forever ago it seems. These heart ones were from notepads that I still have that I actually don't really use, but at some point in time I probably will end up use them for something. And then the unicorn ice tray, which I actually bought these for a friend because she's criminally obsessed with unicorns. So I was gonna make her a jar of just jellies out of these. So I was gonna use these as like gelatin molds and stuff like that, but we had a bit of a falling out kind of thing, so I just said, okay, well, I'll just reuse it for something else. Used it for ice a few times, and I just like kind of forgot about them. But it's the unicorn ice tray, the strawberry ice tray, clover one. They're not 4 leaves there, but they are clovers. The shamrock ones, and then the bunnies, because that I want to really try to work on. And this beauty is actually for hot cocoa bombs that I have yet to make, but I have a funny feeling once I get a few more things straightened out and stuff like that, I'm probably going to make a few and just pop them in the freezer for like later down the road kind of thing, like do different flavors and stuff like that, send them out to my friend in Mississippi and Snacks' brother and all that fun stuff. Little party favors, make little candies out of them. Which I did, all these are clean. I always pre-clean things and stuff like that. I haven't touched this in forever, so that didn't really need to get cleaned up again. But that might actually be a thing at some point, is turn, like at one point during the holidays, make little goodie bags for everybody and just have the different shapes of these and the hearts and all that stuff and just have like hot cocoa bombs. But yeah, fair enough. And then this was from Valentine's Day. It's just a see-through hearts that don't really look like hearts sometimes, but they're like those little bubbly heart kind of things. And one broke. So I'm not going to be able to use the bottom piece, unfortunately, because it really broke. But that is okay with me. I can still work with this. But onwards to the actual fun. I am going to probably have some of these set aside to make it easier for myself. Which, I'm probably going to start with the bunny first, because I already know that's going to be a pain in my bum to do. And then everything else is going to be, hopefully, slightly easy peasy. So I'm going to put you over there. And actually, I'm going to put those over there to make it easier. Cool. But I just have my paper Pulp balls. There you go. I kind of wish there was a way to, like, flip the screen so you can have it above so you guys can see what I'm doing. But I can still, like, do it like this. I didn't really pre-crumble these. They're just kind of falling apart. Like, I'm barely putting any kind of pressure. It's just falling apart on me. But I would definitely say break these up just a little bit beforehand, because it will make it easier when you go to mix in the, I think it was a cup of flour and 2 cups of water with a tablespoon of salt. I don't know, I like really kind of took this a little seriously to like have the correct measurements and stuff like that, but now I'm like, the camera's on, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think it was this. I should have wrote it out, but I didn't even bother. Which I probably should have wrote it out, but I didn't. But that was also okay, because art is worth it. It's definitely worth it. I kind of wish I had more ice trays, though, honestly. Just so I can, like, make more and do more with them instead of just the ones I have at the moment. But, like, yeah, work with what I got until, something can, like, click over or something or other. Until something can budge in life. And there wasn't really a lot that I had. Ooh. I didn't really have a lot in here. Ooh. Yeah, oh. A little bit of a chunk. Before I forget to say this is actually from the first round that I did of the big paper pulp batch. So, this is like, definitely want to use this up before it gets a little too far. Yeah. Yeah, it was like a cup of flour and then that. And this is actually the container that I've been using. It actually has to thicken paint, but it's still flour, because flour does, obviously, it helps thicken things up. So I kind of use that to thicken up old paint or paint that's a little too thin for my liking. So I just kind of did it that way. This already has a scoop in it, so it kind of helps a little bit. It's like half of this should be a cup. Ah! And this is just a regular scoop that I got from those tea powder mixes and stuff like that, like the that was the tag. Like the I guess it's High C, I think is the is like one of the tea brand, like powdered tea companies, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I know how to describe it. Picture ground coffee but in tea form. A lot of places have it. Well, I don't know. Some places have it. Not a lot of, I don't know, it's weird. Not a lot of people sell like the big thing of powdered teas anymore. But like the powdered iced teas. There we go. Let me say it this way. Powdered iced teas. So it's not really even, but it's about half of this is like a cup, as you can kind of tell, even though. Yeah, half of this is a cup, roughly. Because the other half would make it a full 2 cups. And say, kaplunk. If I need to add more, I'll just, like, add more, which I might actually do that. Actually. So I'm going to add 2 scoops. Ow, my hand! Add 2 extra scoops. Gosh. I don't know why I did that one. I'm going to need this again anyway. And then it's 2 cups of water for this. And I have my little blue bucket, just in case, just to make it easier on myself. That's actually really cool. I added that little extra. Just that little bit extra. So it's a little over the 2 cup mark. It was a 2 cup and some change. But that is also in the backup wings. And then 2 scoops of salt, and I'm using pink salt. There's no real, this is how you do it, this is what you do, like, it just says salt, so pink salt works very well. But I'm gonna end up just using 1 and some change. And the only reason why you use salt, or pretty much the only reason why you use salt for making paper mache stuff, is to prevent molding. So that I'm actually really glad I know now. I did it on the first batch, but it was like, why do we add salt to this? And curious now. So I'm happy that I was curious enough to learn. And I'm gonna move this water out of the way. I just wanted to call it something else. And then mix thoroughly. Ow. You don't have to wear gloves. I'm obviously not wearing gloves. I'm gonna need more water than this because I forgot the paper pulp was going to soak up a lot of the water. So this might be a few go-arounds and I don't trust how everything is shaking. But think of it as like you're making pizza dough. Oh god, yeah, I'm really gonna need the rest of that water. Yeah. Now it's just the eyeballing of water for me. I probably should have said grab a towel too to wipe your hand off. Yeah. I'm so sorry for the table shaking so much. They say, some people say have is like the consistency of a paste, but I think that's just up to you. Actually doesn't smell too bad. But really, really make sure like you're taking it from the bottom and scooping it up kind of thing so everything gets incorporated well. It's like making a cake but with paper. I would hardcore say use a blender for this. Because that's also an option too, is you can use a blender to blend everything together and make it more of like an actual paste. But then I don't really know how like... I don't really know how I'd feel about that. Ow! I got squirted on a little bit. Oops. I'm definitely gonna need more water than this. I also have a really big batch too, so... Didn't really think that idea through. Okay. I'm gonna definitely need more water to add into this. Yeah, I'm gonna grab more water. Yeah. I have so much stuff under my nails now. Like, it feels like paper pulp, like, the paper pulp you would use to, make paper. I'm just like, I'm not really happy with it. So, I am going to grab more water. And I'm gonna go from there. That, and I know I'm not gonna really need these right now. But I will be back in a jiffy. Oh my gosh. Ow! Give it to me! I couldn't get the blue bucket out of the, or the blue bowl out of the sink for a second. It kind of got caught a little bit on the strainer that's still in the sink. Alrighty. There we go. There we go. Back to the more water. I keep forgetting how much paper absorbs water and how much flour absorbs water. Ugh. But it's like kind of as you mix it by hand and stuff, you do make it finer. I don't know how well this is going to work. Like, I'm hardcore tempted to just add a little bit of glue. But I don't think I'm really gonna need it. Ah! Things keep moving on me. I added too much water. No, it's not too bad. Like, it kind of holds its shape. I'm gonna add a little bit more flour just in case, though. Oh! Just like... you know. I'm running out of this. Well, not fully running out. I can always, like, manage to grab more. Yeah. I think I should have made the paste mixture first and then add it all in. Oh. I can't get it. Give it. I can do this. Kinda. There you go. If it doesn't, like... I don't know, if I don't get that pasty consistency like I got the first time, I'm just gonna end up adding just a tad bit of glue. But I think it's because I added too much water to it this shot around. Okay, that is a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Again, I'm sorry for how much the table is shaking. Because I think once you pack everything down and let it dry for the few days, I think you should be good. But when I first did it, I kind of just, like, eyeballed everything. Okay, that's a little bit better. Because it also kind of stays now a little bit better. Still getting used to all this. Kind of feels like the consistency of tuna fish. I probably shouldn't be the right way to look at it, but, like, it kind of feels like tuna fish. Like, you know, if you're making a big thing of tuna salad for your family, and, like, you drain out all the juices in the strainer, and you, like, really... you really, like, squeeze out all the moisture and stuff like that. That's kind of how this feels like. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because even with the little bit of moisture, it's still good. because I can kind of make things out of it. It's not the greatest, but it'll do. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of the glue. It's like it's not the greatest, but it works. Yeah, I'm going to add some of that glue. I don't know, like, it just doesn't... I don't know, I just, like, this consistency doesn't, like... And I think I should have doubled up on a few things. This is definitely one of those things I still need to work on a lot. For, like, the proportions and the ratios and stuff like that. And, like, make the paste first and then do that. So I'm probably going to end up keeping this bottle for it. To make the paste. God, I've been at this for how long? Jesus, 20 minutes of this. Of just absolute nonsense. Nice globbles. Okay. So there's even more of the glue. So I'm doing that. That has more than enough moisture for... Son of a blitz. Whatever, I got things on my side. Oh, that feels so weird. Oh my god, that feels like snot. It feels no snotty. There we go. I'm gonna probably have to make the paste for this. Because that feels a billion times better. So that will be my next go around. And do it that way. Mm. You know, kind of thinking about it, I guess you could say the glue is the mayo to this tuna pulp. I'm sorry. That is a lot better. But the flour does help, though, with cutting it all in half so I don't use as much glue. So, flour is useful. But I might, wholeheartedly might just have to, keep it the other way of just using the glue. Because I don't know why, it feels better the other way than it does using powder. That and it molds better, so, like, you can mold it better. And you just pack in your molds. I still feel so bad. I'm sorry, that took way longer than I thought. Like, try not to, like, glob it all in at once. Here, I'll do it this way for you. But, like, here you go. Do it over the bowl a little bit. Like, pack it down as much as you can. Especially in my case with the bunny ears, because that's what happened last time. Is that the bunny ears kept breaking out on me. So you have one little mold. And just add a little extra on the top of it. Because you can still, like, mold it where you need it. There you go. And then just kind of scrape off the top part. And still kind of, like, push down and, like, mold in kind of thing. Now, I think I said this in the other video when I was showing you what they look like when they were done. But I left these in the molds for 2 days with these. I really had to think for a second. And then looks like this. I know it's upside down, but that is what you want. Boop, boop. But That's kind of what I had to do with the ice cube trays. Like with these, I didn't do it with the bunnies. I was really impatient because I was thinking, well, it's packed in enough, so I should be able to pop it out. And no, that didn't work at all like how I hoped it was because the ears broke off. So hopefully, hopefully, I did this better. Or if I did this a better way. So I don't have another problem. Okay. Like I said, I left these in the molds for about 2-ish days, give or take. I actually might have the heater on with them because these molds you can actually microwave, funny enough. I didn't think I could do that, but they're like a multi-purpose tray. So you can either use them as ice tray molds or candy molds or like whatever you want to mold. I'm using this as a paper mache mold because why not? After the bunny one, I'm definitely going to show you like the big heart ones because those are really easy. But this I kind of have to hold, unfortunately. Makes it a little bit more stable. I also think I added a little bit too much water with this. But this is actually really super duper simple and kind of relaxing. I know I said in the beginning and I just completely aborted all of it, but I'm like, it still kind of works. I just kind of wish it worked better. But again, I'm still learning how to do this. I'm still experimenting with things, so it's, you know, learning as I go. Yeah. Almost done with the bunnies. So gooey and sticky. There you go. Ah! It will drip a little bit as you're pushing down on the pushing down, so some of the moisture will uh come back up a little bit, obviously. So, fair with warning if you just start feeling your molds drip. There's more likely nothing wrong with it. You're just the moisture is escaping now. A little more to you. That's actually pretty relaxing. I know I keep saying that, but like this really is pretty relaxing. I only have 3 more in here. At least for this I do. Okay, some of them I might leave out a little thin. Like, I'm not going to fill them all the way up. I'm going to leave some of them, like, kind of flat. So it's less sanding I have to go through. Squish, 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 squish. There you go. Some of these might be a little puffy. The final bunny. I really hope this works out this time because I really did like these molds. Like, I really do like these molds. Get off my finger. Yay! They're all filled. Well, yeah. All filled. Woo! And I'm just gonna set these aside. Like I have done so many times before. And these are actually a lot easier to do. Because... there you go. Slide this over because you can still see what I'm doing. There you go. And then you kind of want to like take a clump of it instead of like slowly pushing into like little spaces. Ow, my back hurts. And just mush. Mush, 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 mush. Like I said, I think these were like the easiest ones I was able to like make multiples of because this didn't take it didn't take too long for them to like not like set up, but they were easier to pop out while they were still wet. So I like working with these a lot better. The other ones, like I said, the ice cube trays themselves, they take about 2-3 days roughly for them to like kind of set up. Like they set up enough within the 2 to 3 day mark to try to pop them out of their molds. I'm probably going to leave them go a little bit longer this time just to like see if that makes much of a difference. But I don't know. It's like making a snowball with these. Da-da-da-da. I got 3 of these. But this is basically like all I was doing. We just made a big bowl. Well, I made less. I made less the first time because I didn't know if this was going to work. And then this shot is what I made more than I kind of planned for. So I kind of might have made a boo-boo, but I'm not really going to see it as a boo-boo right now. I'm just going to see it as I have more hearts now to play with. That came out weird. More paper mache hearts, even though this isn't... I don't think this is, like, classified as paper mache, but it... in, like, some videos it kind of is. I don't really know, but... paper molding. There you go. Well, let's just call it that. Paper molding. But, with the other ice trays, it's basically all you do is, like, with the bunnies. You pack it in as much as possible, and then... kind of, like, move on to the next one. But I also kind of, like... make sure it's smooth-ish on the bottom, or, like... how it goes into the mold, because it will make a little bit of a difference. Because it will make it slightly easier to come out and less sanding. Because the first round took me about 5 hours, roughly, to get everything sand down. It took me a very, very nice chunk of my day. So I was like, ugh. I wasn't happy with it, but I also wasn't like upset about it either. It was just, it is what it is. And then those I can do too. But this is really it. It's super duper simple. It's not as complicated as what I made it out to be. Again, I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm gonna more than likely end up pre-making the paste for it with the flour and the water and the sugar. Salt. You use salt, not sugar. I'm thinking about baking now. Crap. But I'm gonna do that next time. Pre-make the paper mache paste and see if that makes a difference. Because if that makes a difference, then I'll only get glue when I need to glue things down or fix little stuff up. Also, I don't think you'd need to stir this as it's in the bowl. I don't think you'd really have to stir it to mix everything up, which of course, if you're stirring it, that obviously means you're mixing things up. But I don't think you need to do that, really. You can just keep taking from the top. But if you want to mix it up every so often, I'm not going to tell you no. If that's what you feel comfortable doing, go all for it. And these, I only filled in the circle pieces. I didn't actually, fill the whole tray up, because that was going to be a slight waste. But I did pack it down kind of nice just to get the pattern on the other side. Or to get the pattern of it on the side. So that's as much as I filled in. It was just enough to get the print on there. But it's about half a ball worth. Like I said, I didn't really go over with these. So sometimes the push down kind of messes it up a little bit, but and I think these actually came out pretty nice. Yeah, it was like a ball. So I'd say I used about that much. So it's a little under a ball's worth. Okay, that might have been a little too much. So maybe half of that. Yeah, half of that. So half that size is what you'd use for these. Everything else is just eyeballing it. So yeah, it's about this then. Nope, even half of that. Okay, so yeah, I'm not judging this at all properly. Yeah. Add a little bit more here. So I'm going to stir this up just a little bit. Just to make it easier, because I kind of made it all flat when I was digging through everything. So just a quick turn up, and that's really it. There you go. Just a little bit more. So that might be the right size? Little nug? Nope. Well, kinda. I'm like so hard, like trying, like, I can do it this way. It's this size. Nope. It's this size. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna stop guessing. There you go. There you go. So these are all packed and ready. I'm gonna blow through the rest of this, and then while this video is uploading, I'm gonna come back and show you how I popped out the 3 hearts and the dumplings. Because this is gonna take a while, honestly. This is gonna be like a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. This is a lot that I made up. So I kind of made a boo-boo, but it is okay. But I will definitely see you guys, honestly, in a fair bit of a little bit. Excuse me. But, I don't think it's gonna take me this, like, too long to come back, show you how to pop these 2 out, the 2 hearts and the dumpling molds, and then go right back into what I was to finish up the rest of it. So I will see you guys soon. Toodaloo.